Light body ascension can be a difficult process to navigate. So today we're going to talk about the 5 things that happen during light body ascension. Number 1. The accumulation of higher dimensional frequencies. Part of consciousness expansion is raising your frequency. As our vibrational frequency changes and speeds up, we begin to be able to travel through different dimensional realities. This is what is commonly referred to as upgrades or downloads. Our light bodies are drawing in higher frequency bands, which slowly start to evolve our consciousness. These downloads and upgrades can cause different types of symptoms, including headaches or exhaustion, and even bodily aches and pains. Number 2. The transmutation of lower energetic timelines. As our light bodies ascend, we can't take with us the lower, dark, negative timelines that we've experienced in the past. As we start to accumulate more light, these denser energies will start to come to the surface to be cleared. This becomes absolutely necessary for ascension, and what many light workers come to describe as shadow work. As time is just an illusion, there are many timelines and realities in which we engaged with or were negatively affected by these negative, denser, dark energies. And it's only through our point of consciousness, our creator present moment of now, that we can transmute these energies and really heal them. This becomes an incredibly important process that we can't ignore. As our light bodies start to evolve and expand, we will begin to see where these energies start to come up, where these negative energies really need healing. As we accumulate more light, that darkness will start to come to the surface. It's important to treat these aspects of yourself with love and care, and understand that whether or not these energies came from a conscious decision or an unconscious decision, or whether or not they were directed at you by negative forces and that you were a victim, know that these are still parts of yourself wanting to be healed and wanting to be brought back to source, which is why they come up as you start to ascend. Number 3. Lower density energies start to fall away. This is often why the ascension journey can be called lonely and difficult, because many times we start out our journeys associated with lower dimensional energies, lower frequency activities, and people that can be detrimental to this process. So what happens, as your frequency starts to rise, these things naturally start to get weeded out of your life. This can look like losing friends, not enjoying activities or hobbies that you once did, and disassociating yourself from addictive habits and patterns. We naturally start to weed out these parts of our life because it is too hard for the new frequencies that we're bringing in to also engage with these lower dimensional frequencies that we've become accustomed to. This can be a difficult part of the journey, as many of these things have been an integral part of our life up until the point that we no longer associate with them. But we need to remember that many of these past activities and people are actually draining our energy and preventing us from experiencing our higher dimensional selves. You can separate from these things while holding a space of love and compassion for them. But this does not mean that you need to keep them in your life if they are unhealthy and detrimental to your journey. Number 4. Dissolving duality. As we chose to incarnate into this dimensional reality, we accepted the duality nature of it. However, in the higher dimensions, duality starts to dissolve. We start to understand that most things represent 2 sides of the same coin. For instance, love and fear. Fear is nothing more than an absence of love. We start to understand that we are truly beings of love, and that every lower energetic experience or emotion we have is still part of Source, and that we are not separate from any of it. Number 5. Understanding that creation is one. As we are born into this world, we are taught from a very young age that we are all separate, and everything that we experience is divisive, when in reality, everything that we see and experience, that we know and understand, is all connected and are all aspects of God. As we start to ascend, our ego starts to dissolve, and this becomes a clear concept to us. We stop seeing things or people as separate from ourselves, and we start to appreciate them for what they are, which are all creations of Source. As this happens, we begin to develop a desire for service to others over self. Our sense of compassion and love begins to grow, and our sense of self begins to dissolve. The more we practice this, the faster we begin to experience ascension, and the closer we become to God. This is all I have for today. If you'd like to book a healing session with me, you can find my information in the description below. Otherwise, take care, and I will see you guys next time.